Alright, and onto our electrical. As you can see here, we've run our handheld control harness wire through the firewall into the cab of our truck. We'll take a peek how that looks on the inside here. And you can see here, it comes through the firewall. And we have here, this plugs into our handheld controller. And then we have our fusible link right here, and I'll go to the fuse box. And under hood, have our orange wire here. This is our auxiliary light switch. We also have our ground. This will ground right here on the truck. Green and yellow wires go to park and turn. And as you can see here, everything else is pretty much just plug and play. The light adapters that come with our Meyer setup here just plugs right into your existing harness coming from the truck itself. You always want to make sure you put dielectric grease. You don't want any ends corroding here. And there's our driver's side headlight. And just go ahead and hook up our ground wire. Always make sure your ground is a good ground. You don't want any painted surfaces. Make sure you have a good metal contact. And we have our passenger side light. And go ahead and hook it up the same exact way. And our ground. As you can see, we've completed our electrical hookups. Here you can see we do have our fuses hooked up. We do have the positive wire run over to our solenoid, as well as the negative wires. Note that you do want a ground wire on the base of the solenoid. You do have to have a ground wire run to the base of the solenoid, so always make sure you have that hooked up. And then we're going to go ahead and step into the cab and show you how we hooked up our switch and fuses. As you can see, we did hook up our fuses. Note, both wires are on the ignition fuses, and they are both 10 amp fuses. And now we're going to go ahead and show you how we hooked up our switch. Alright, and here we have our auxiliary light switch, and if you note from earlier, that was the orange wire under hood. This will control your snowplow lights, and here we've hooked up our snowplow controller. And here we have the pistol grip controller. And now all that's left is to go ahead and hook up our plow. So let's go ahead and get her hooked up. Alright, Meyer snowplow truck side install is completed and we are ready to pull it into our plow here. And as you can see, just want to drive it right up into the plow, and we'll give you a little view here how this connects. As long as you pull straight in, we'll go ahead and just tilt the lift frame back and our pin should snap right in for us here. And we'll just go ahead and lock her in place. Alright, and our Meyer plow is attached to the truck. Go ahead and hook up our electrical. The nice thing about these Meyer plows is it's all in one single plug. So you don't have to hook up your battery, your lights, and your truck side harness. All in one plug. Go ahead and clip our jack in place. Alright, let's go ahead and test our Meyer plow out. See how she works. And remember, if your plow drops too fast, some may not, but there is an adjustment on your pump. I just loosen this nut right here, and you can tighten this screw right here, flathead screw, and that'll lighten up the drop. It won't drop as hard. And there you have it. We're just going to go ahead and adjust our lights, add some fluid, and our Meyer install is completed. Alright, let's go ahead and add the oil to our plow. Make sure it's topped off, so let's go ahead and remove our breather. Alright, let's go ahead and tighten our breather up. And we'll go ahead and run the plow one more time. Alright, last thing we're going to do here is go ahead and adjust our headlights. We're going to have Matt raise the plow up. And there you have it. This completes our Meyer plow install. Hope this was informative. And Hope to see you again.